Hello everyone and welcome. Welcome everyone. Today we have week 2 of the Camp Spekkio. Camp Spekkio, for those who don't know, is a 6-week session of informational streams, async races, and coaches on hand to help teach new players the ins and outs of Chrono Trigger Jet of Time. Whether you'd like to be tournament ready or just want to learn how to play the most common categories in a casual setting, Camp Spekkio is for you. And today we have week 2. We'll be playing boss randomizer. And yeah, I'll put on details soon enough. We'll be starting really soon. Is everything okay in terms of the stream? Is it working alright? And today we have with me AzureCale helping out, and Mian will be tracking. And yeah, say hi AzureCale. Let's test your sound.
Trying to get a moment. Trying to get a moment where my dog's not going crazy here. Hi, I'm AzureCale. I'm one of the instructors here for the Camp Spekkio training. Sorry about my dog. He is going crazy.
Thank you, AzureCale. Sounds good to me. Okay, everything's good on okay, sounds great. So I think we can start off. Okay. Alright, so let's go. This is week 2. We'll be playing a boss randomizer C today. So comparing to week 1 we had the usual race flags that we play in Jets of Time, and today we are adding the boss randomizer flag, which means bosses can be randomized, so they will be like spread and will be shuffled. So we'll have the possibility of encountering the usual bosses that we have in normal non-boss random flag, and we also will be fighting some extra bosses that we don't usually see, such as Dalton Plus. Okay, so I'll be talking about those bosses as we encounter them. We'll be playing on weight, so most of the things like we've been gone through already in week 1 by Lord Betsy and Kufula Crisis from the extra credit stream. So let's go. Okay, if you have any questions, please feel free to share. If you have any comments about the seed or questions, please feel free to share and we'll talk about them. Okay, so let's start and see. Let's go. We'll be playing with Magos and Ayla. Nice. This is actually very good. I do remember Betsy doing a commentary about the critical hits that we can take advantage of. So as we start the game and we start a fresh seed, if you don't like run away from an encounter, your second and fourth attacks will always be a critical hit. So we can take advantage of that to fight a very specific encounter here, which is the Denadoro encounter. So let's start off opening the menu and doing our usual thing, the very first attack. So we have Magic Wall and Rock Throw, and we're going to reduce battle speed. So I usually do 2 for battle speed and 1 for message speed, and saving battle accuracy, which I think is very good. So let's go. Considering we have Megas and Ayla, we'll use this critical hit feature, let's say. So we get into this encounter here. So I am going to attack with Magus, and Ayla will attack the bird. Why? Because that will going to kill the goblin with Magus, and the critical hit from Ayla will kill the bird. If you're not able to kill the bird, which is you need to do more than 96 damage again, he's going to counterattack you, and it's going to make the character chaos. So we are also learning the very first two attacks. So we have Cat Attack and Rock Throw, which is amazing. One of the things also we can do that is going to be like, I'm trying to I'll try to add things from week 1. So what I'm going right now, I am doing a series of treasure chest hunting for items here in the desert. So I run away from this battle over here, and there is a pot. You can get this chest for free. This chest for free. So details about how to do the skips. There is a very specific guide, a very specific video with all the details. Ooh, boring. Let's try not to activate the fight, of course. Shield, oh, nothing major. I want something really good. Meat eater. A lapis. Oh, only consumables. Maybe it was not worth it, but oh well. Let's go. So after this is what I call actually this the desert looting. If we get something like really good, what we can do is equip it. If it's a starting weapon, starting gear, it's awesome. Or something that you can actually sell to buy starting gear and consumables. And this is where we get our power tab. We can buy like 2 revives, 21 heals, 21 minute tonics, 10 tonics. So black vests are mental note, black vest if we need. Black vests and white vests are here. That's the general amount of consumables I like to buy early on, like 2 revives, 21 heals, mid tonics. Tonics I like to buy because sometimes we like the rats in the future can steal from you, so buy some tonics, they are very cheap. We just need eaters and shelters and we should be good. Okay, we'll do the initial routing as usual. So I'm going to visit some markets and we'll be searching for those 5 consumables. Starting gear I actually don't need because I started with Magus and Ayla. I am going to talk here to the Knight Captain to activate the Xenon Bridge quest. What else? We can check this market over here. There are a lot of markets that you can check, or if you want to just check one place, a single place hit ring. I like to buy hit rings because if we plan to do Mount Woe as a check, hit rings are actually quite good because you can fight a robo encounter and get some awesome tech points and experience points. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. So this is the place that you can do your shopping. There are 3 markets here. Oh, eaters. So eaters are very important, and make sure to buy a lot of those. And also make sure to not spend more than 10,000 gold. So make sure to have at least 10,000 gold for the key item that we'll be checking later. Let's see if I can I equip something? I got a Meso Mail, which is better, but not that much better than the Ruby Vest, and a Power Ring, which I'm going to equip right away so I can sell the Power Scarf to get some more money. And I can buy 1 shelter because that's the consumable that I missed. Okay, I don't have money to buy any more consumables or items because I really want we would really like to check the first key item here, which is a key item that we have to pay for. So this is the check number 1. Ooh, pendant! So we are buying this. So we can now go to the future. The pendant is the key item that enables us to go to the future by finishing the prison sequence. And we are going to get our key item number 2, which is talking to person over here. And there's another market that you can check here. So shelters revives. Wow, this is a very perfect shop that we would like for. There are like 6 consumables. Amazing. But this was the very last market we visited, so what can we do? And we are getting our key item number 2. So right now we have the pendant, which is amazing, because the pendant is really important. That's... Ooh, prism shard, okay. So we have the pendant and we have prism shard. This gives us the option to go to the future, and B, with the prism shard, is a key item that we will only be able to use when we unlock mod. And we don't have mod right now, so we're just going to wait. We are getting the speed tab, and we're getting in the Elder's house to get a speed tab and a magic tab upstairs. If you don't want to, if you want to save some extra time, you can forgo this magic tab over here. Okay, so I think our initial routing is done. We can go to the future, we can get the 3rd character, which is what we're going to do. And what else? We can get some power tabs if you want some power tabs. There are a few power tabs, let's get some power tabs. Power tabs are really important because they raise a lot your attack power. And considering we have Ayla, so I'm going to show off another place for power tabs. So one of the things to consider is that we can get up to +4 power tabs. So if your power tabs are +3 or +4, I would suggest also grabbing the power tab over here. That was the perfect shop for sure. Amazing, amazing. Okay, so we have a few power tabs. So one of the things to consider if we are going to use Ayla, there is an option to actually go right away and use power tabs on her. But we do have the option to use cat attack. So cat attack will kill the Naga, so we don't have to worry too much about it. Okay, we're going to do Cathedral. Why Cathedral? Because Cathedral enables us to get another character in our party. And if we finish, so as I said, cat attack and attack. If we had found a better weapon for Magus in the desert, we could go and equip it, but we don't. So we'll go cat attack again. Attacking again. The 59 damage is very unfortunate because they have 60 HP. So that's good. If we had an AoE, we could have used it, but we don't. Yeah, so right now we are... Ooh, okay. Mollison. Nice. This is a great party. So Mollison, which means we can use the Prism Shard and we can actually check for this key item. There is a possibility here that we might want to finish Cathedral to unlock a 4th character. So I am going to do this. Usually, if you are going to play in races and all, you'll see some racers opting to go back and not worrying too much about finishing Cathedral because as you see, it is like a considerable time commitment. You have to spend an extra, like, between like 4, 5, 6 minutes, depending on your attacks, depending if you have an AoE. If you do have an AoE, it's going to be fast. If you don't, it's going to take a while. For example, here I don't have an AoE that's that would enable me to kill all the henches right away. But let's see, hopefully Marl will learn Ice 2 very soon. And we are so curious, we're going to check Life 2. Oh, amazing. Life 2 is not an AoE attack, which is very unfortunate. Another, so there are a lot of things to consider if you're going to finish Cathedral or not. For example, if you'd like to have Luca in your party and you don't see her right away, so that's an option. I see, for example, here I just found a Taban vest, so that's another thing to consider. We already do have a better armor for Luca if we find her. If you're not too much satisfied with your party, there is always the option to go and finish Cathedral. But if you want to try and like if you want to try and save some time, yeah, go ahead, make sure to skip Cathedral. Right now I'm just using auto attacks because that's all I have. I don't really need to use cat attack right now because it's a very quick fight. So what is going to be our plan here? We do have to consider that the boss, as we are playing boss Randall, there is a possibility of the boss that we are going to face here. We could only hit him with magic, and we actually don't have any kind of magic, do we? We don't. So what we are going to do is we are going to be very precautious. Very precautious. So we're going to shelter, and just in case, let's see if we have something better to equip. We don't have anything better than this. Hit ring, why not? Magic seal, power ring, amulet. So that's all we have. Let's go. So I am going to save here. What I should have done actually is to save right before Cathedral if I wanted an extra save point. So this is something that we should be very careful of, is always have multiple save points, saves when playing boss Randomizer, because if we fight Terra Mutants, Guardian, this is, oh yeah, so this is very interesting to note. We are playing a boss Randall, and there is something really interesting about the boss Randomizer, is that some bosses, they can't actually be like changed very smoothly between places. So there are some workarounds that were done in order to make some bosses appear in other places. So we have here Guardian, which was replaced by New, which is interesting. Yeah, not okay. So options right now, we know that we have to kill the bits here. So that's what I am going to do. Their health isn't that high. When we are playing boss Randomizer, we know like there is a ballpark of boss's HP that we should be thinking about. So when we have non-boss randomizer and we face Yakra here, Yakra has like 920 hit points. So every boss they should have about that. Some harder bosses would go and have a lower HP, but some bosses like specifically Restreaming will always spawn with much more HP than normally we would face. For example, if we had Super Slash back there, Super Slash would have only 471 tech points. As we can see, it's considerably lower than normal Yakra. So we'll be adding as well a new flag that is going to make the boss randomizer, boss random HP. Oh, Luca, good. Boss random HP be fixed for every spot. So that's going to be soon, not now. So we just found, Luca, there's the option here to replace your party. So right now I don't see a lot of benefits for having Mal in my party because all I could see is Life 2. Life 2 is not going to help. It's not going to help us right now. So let's see what is Luca's tax situation so we can decide. Well, I mean, should we even argue? We have Luca with Flare and Mal is only going to unlock Ice 1. So that's awesome for us. So it opens up a lot of possibilities here. As we have Magus and Ayla, they don't require, as we could remember from week 1, Magus, Ayla, and Robo, they don't require you to unlock magic. Luca, Mal, Frog, and Chrono, they do require you to visit the Spekkio to unlock magic. So I am going to take advantage of this and go do my very next check. Considering this fact, like considering the fact that we can go and learn a lot of tags for Magus and Ayla. Also having Flare as a available skill, available tag, I am going to do Hecarim, which is right here. But before, I am going to go to the very perfect shop right here. And where is it? What is it? Lost it. Okay. I am going to visit the perfect shop and we are going to buy a few. Oops, not here. Sorry. We are going to visit this shop right here and buy a lot of shelters because we need a lot of shelters. I can only buy one. I can already sell some stuff, so I am not going to use Chrono right now, and I can sell some stuff right away. Just so we can buy more consumables and be prepared for the following checks. I bought a lot of shelters and we're going to head on right away to AzureCale. Shelter this, and let's go. So before starting out here, what I'm going to do is I am going to use my speed tabs. Why? Because by having a faster Luca right away, you are able to be faster than, and we have to consider that we do have a tab on vest. So I have a speed 12 Luca with a magic seal, which is awesome. Why not? We are outpacing all the encounters here because we are going to have a really fast Luca. That's what we want. We want speed. We want to be faster than the enemies. Make sure if you're planning to use Luca If you are planning to use Luca for the remainder of your seed, always make sure to use your speed tabs right away so you can save time by outpacing your enemies. I think that's the word, correct me if I'm wrong. So make sure always to use shelters. Outpacing works, thank you. Make sure to use shelters in between because we do have a very intense attack, which is flare. So considering I have a safe battle cursor on, I do have safe battle cursor on, so whenever I use, the last attack I used with Ayla was cat attack. So Ayla is my fastest character and my cursor will always start with the very last attack, so I actually use the magic wall here just to set magic wall as the starting attack for Magus. Luca. See? I say never forget to use heaters. If you have the chance to just use one eater in the battle, it actually takes the same amount of time than entering the menu, going to the item menu and using 2 eaters, so it doesn't matter too much. But right now, I am not going to waste 2 turns, so I just learned Fire 2. See? So we have the possibility right now. Dark matter. So we are going to skip this fight over here because we don't need this fight, but we do want to get this fight to unlock dark matter. That's why we decided to go Hakron Cave first because it's very rewarding in terms of tech points. Fast Luca with Flare right away. Isn't this great? Amazing. So we have Fire 2, we're going to unlock Dark Matter right now. We have Rock Throw and Cat Attack. See, things are going really well for this body. Dark Matter and Dino Tail. 3 Raiders! Welcome in, Raiders! Right, welcome in. Thank you, Karen, for the raid. So I am not going to use this save. I am going to use this save right here because, as I said before, we really need to have multiple saves because we never know what type of enemy we're going to fight. Welcome in. This is week 2 of the Camp Spekkio training event. It's a series of feeds guided and where we explain and walk you through a lot of things related to Jets of Time, Randomizer. So we are playing Boss Rando today, and right now I am in the process of equipping and choosing the equipment for my party. The only change I'm going to do here is equip a white vest on Magus because that's going to give me lightning protection, and that's better than nothing. Let's see. What is the enemy? It's lava spawn. So lava spawn right here. That's not ideal. Ouch. Because we can't use dark matter. If we use dark matter, that's going to do some bad things for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to protect Luca. And I am going to keep using Cat Attack. And I'm going to do some normal attacks with Luca. So protect again, just to make sure if things go wrong, everyone is protected. And that's a fire attack. Oops. Protect won't help against magical attacks. So we do have an option here, so I am going to flare after the... Okay. We can put Magus to sleep, that's not good. But he has an amulet. That's why I didn't remove the amulet from Magus. But we can flare. Why am I using flare right now? I know this is going to trigger a counter attack, but we've done enough damage just so. Yeah, that's the idea. Sunshades, let's go. Usually, if you know the range, so it should be about like 2000 health. Let's check here. So that was Elder Spawn, Lava Spawn. For the Hecarim, that was about 2000 HP. So you do like 4 cat attacks and a flare or a dark matter. And we just got a sunshade out of it. Isn't it nice? Amazing. Let's see what is the reward we get from this. The hero medal. Let's go straight away to get our reward. So in terms of routing, what we have right now, we have the possibility to go to the future. We can check the hero medal. We can do Denadoro, a lot of things. So what I'm going to do is if we went to 600 to check hero medal right now, we would lose the opportunity to check the Mayor's Manor or here in 600. And I am going straight to the future right away. So when we go back, we will unlock all the sealed chests. So let's go to the future. And the decision here to go with Ayla is because, well, Luca doesn't have she doesn't have a good weapon. And I could go with Magus as well. But Magus has already unlocked Dark Matter, and Ayla doesn't have triple kick yet. So the prison sequence, although the attack points you gain here are like very low, every attack point that you learn counts. So better to go with Ayla. And we have to make sure we equip the Sunshades on Magus before the dragon tank fight. Okay. Welcome in everyone, welcome in. We are playing a boss randomizer, boss rando seed for week 2 for the Camp Spekkio. Camp Spekkio is a great event in the Dead of Time community that's aimed to newer players and sharing our knowledge and making you tournament ready to play with us. So right now I do have Dependent, I have Prism Shard, and I have the Hero Medal. I am playing with Luca, Magus, and Ayla, which is a great party overall. We don't have to worry too much about changing it. Although I must say that we are going to visit Protodome in the future. The Protodome in the future will grant us another character. And if we have the chance to get Robo, it means that we have the chance to use Omega Flare, which is great. So we'll keep an eye on for that. So the idea here is to try and sneak in to attack them from the back so that they won't trigger a fight against you. And there is also the possibility of saving Fritz. We saw that on week 1, but saving Fritz is an option if you want some extra meat eaters, but you do need to have Chrono in your party. I don't have Chrono in my party, and I don't know if I'll be able to get Chrono in. So, not be unlocking Fritz. And if you decide not to unlock Fritz, it's also a considerable time that you might be saving. So I am going to save here. Usually I don't think it is necessary for you to save here, because Dragon Tank fight is not much threatening. So the only change I'm going to do here is equipping a Sunshades against Magus. That's the only change I'm going to do, because I am just going to use one Dark Matter and a Cat attack. I think it should be fine. So the prison sequence, that is the goal for the prison sequence, trying not to activate any encounter against the guards in that escape sequence, and also trying to get a very fast fight against Dragon Tank. Optimally, I want to go Shadow here because fire will not damage the head, and as we see a laser attack, which means that the Dragon Tank is not dead. And that's the only thing remaining now. So we can just auto attack. Should die really soon. Okay, good. Green Dream, a Hyper Eater, and a Blackmail. So after we finish the prison sequence, we are going to unlock the future. And by unlocking the future, we are unlocking 3 checks and a lot of good loot. So general things to note about Boss Randomizer is you don't actually have to be specifically prepared for specific bosses. For example, in normal non-boss random seeds, you'd go like, do I have a red mail for Son of Sun? Do I have magic protection? Do I have magic attacks for the mutants and all? For boss random, it's not like that. You can fight any boss, almost any boss at any spot, except for Tyranno. What are the bosses that are not randomized? Magus itself, Lavos, Zeo, Tyranno, they are not randomized. So I like to go and grab a few items here and there. And so here we are going to grab another steel chest right here, very fast. So it's option to get some really fast items. As soon as you enter the future, there is a skip here. You do it like this. Good. So I'm getting a few items here and there. 3. Taking my time. So this is very important if you want to Dark Helm. So if you want to get better equipped for the reminder of the seed, this is a very good option. Also, I like to check the you click here and you click here. I like to check the shop after getting the items, because you can get something to equip, and equipping items inside equipping items inside the market menu is faster. So I'm going to equip the Rainbow Helm right here. I don't want to change the Tabon Vest. We do have a Blackmail, so that's much better than the White Vest here. She can keep the Ruby Vest for now. Dark Helm, that's better. What else? I don't think I'm going to do anything else. So Magic Seal, so the Grand Dream, I can use the Grand Dream. For example, Ayla, that's fine. Lapis, very expensive, we should be good. Okay, so right now, options. We have a lot of options in terms of checks. So in the boss random, this spot right here, it has a very high level. So right now I am at level 14. So it's not advisable to come here because it's optimally it thinks that you're about level 18. So I'm under leveled for this check. We do have Ares Dome, Son of Sun, Geno Dome. So right now I'm going to get my field tests. That's reward. Ooh, no. See, this is the big difference between having terrible equipment and having decent equipment. Versus woods. Let's get the reward from the hero medal so we can choose our second check. Oh, Chrono is locked here. Oh well. I could have done the other way around. I think it should have been faster because we are going to check what is the reward from the jerky anyway. So we'll have to revisit this. On the other hand, we're going to get the reward from the jerky and the two sealed items in one go. See? Really fast. Okay, so options right now in terms of routing, what do we have? We have Denadoro Mountains. We can't do the desert because we don't know where Robo is. Actually, I should have checked Rododome. Sabin suit, please and thank you. Okay, this was incredible. Thank you very much. Sabin suit is Lucas' finest. Wow, and a silver stud, really? Another moon armor? Okay, thank you. Okay. This is great, actually. So we can do... Let's go to the future. And what else do we have? We can check the bridge. That's for certain. We can check Protodome. That's what I'm going to do right now. We can do Genodome, can we? So... Silverstead. Cabin's good. Yeah, thank you. Do have the moon armor as well, so I can equip that. So they are all very fast, so which means that, and I do have a silver stud, so Genodome is actually a check that I can consider. So I am going to visit Ares Dome, I think, for the next check, and depending on the reward, we are going to do Genodome, because we do have a silver stud of Frog. Okay, I am going to get Frog here because, well, Frog is required. Although I don't want him in the party right now. He is required for Magus Castle Go mode, and if we happen to find both pieces of the sword, that's an option. Okay, so Ares Dome, here we go. Ares Dome is the easiest check in the future. As I said, make multiple saves. If you happen to fight a boss that's, I mean, you can't deal with, it's always good to have multiple saves so you can go back faster. And you can walk before she opens up the menu. So I'm going to restock here, just making sure I have everything I need. I'm going to sell something and buy a lot of... Okay, that sounds good. Restocking. Make sure to restock anytime in between your checks. There are few markets that enables you to restock, and always make sure to have sufficient consumables. Oh, welcome in, welcome in. We are doing Ooh, okay. So this is the board randomizer, and we are fighting Flea Plus. So Flea Plus here, what we can do, we can use Hypno Wave against Flea Plus because he's vulnerable to that. So makes things easier. So I can Rock Throw, and I can do Hypno Wave again. The only downside is that if Flea Plus decides to do a counter attack, oops. Hopefully that doesn't kill me. Thank you. That's not good. That's not good at all. Am I dead? Wow. Please like. Everything is under control. We don't have to worry too much about it, okay? It's all under control. We can... Flea, yeah. We are facing a random boss here. So Flea Plus, the good thing about this is that we don't have to worry too much. As long as he doesn't do a counter-attack, that's this there, that's the most terrible counter-attack in the game. Okay, thank you. Oof. That was scary, but we made it through. Okay, we are alive. And the good thing is that Flea Plus usually has lower HP than most bosses that we'd be facing. The HP value for Flea is lower than the other ones. That's why it's a scary fight, but it's not that tricky. You just have to make sure to survive against this tear. That's why if I have a green dream available, I am going to use it somewhere on someone, because the green dream, it actually saved me several times, and it saved me back in the previous fight. This tear can be quite a tricky attack. Yeah, we are going through and explaining how to play Jets of Time. This is a usual race flag seed, and we are playing also with the boss random flag, which shuffles and it randomizes bosses in multiple locations in the game. I am doing the another sunshades, really. We are doing NSB tab. Oh my, we are doing the Ares Dome check. We have unlocked the future already, and we are doing the Ares Dome check right now. It is a very good check because, as you could see, we have the possibility to check a really good sealed door with a great equipment. We just found another sunshine, so we have two right now, which means we do have firepower, so we can go actually and try the Sun Palace check. Yeah, for sure. Multiple saves is really good. Make sure to have multiple saves everywhere. The logic that I try to use is always saving one slot below the previous one. So you're always saving on an additional slot. This is amazing. Couldn't be happier with this reward here. Ares Dome was actually a really good call, really good choice. We found Sunshades, a speed tab, and the gate key. The gate key enables us to unlock magic, which is very important for this team because Luca here, she doesn't have fire too, so this is where we go. We can get the cake here. So we save and spare a shelter. Luca here, she needs to learn fire too, just so she can combo with Ayla's triple kick and unlock Blaze Kick, which is one of the most powerful dual attacks in the game. So I am going to be relying on it for my final boss strategy. And that's why we really want to unlock magic for Luca. We do have Marlin Froggen, so I guess I'll put them on. Just so we can unlock magic for everyone. Yeah, things to consider. For example, in that fight against Flea Plus, I was like, I had no idea I could face a hard boss such as Flea Plus in that spot. What we can do is just to prepare, be prepared, and adapt the situation to face any boss. Yes, that's also a really good idea. I can use mod to access the prison shard reward. So as they learn, okay, they have learned magic, so I can do a second check. Always make sure to say no, just so you can save time by not fighting. So right now we can go back to our party and decide if we're actually... That's... Ooh, Ice True. Flare. Tail Spin coming up. Fire 1. Cure 2. Cure 2, Slurp, Frog Squash. I mean, if we put Frog in the party right now, we are going to unlock Frog Flare. Frog Flare is also a really good idea. For now, keeping Megas in the party is better. If only Frog had like heal early on, maybe we can go Frog, Luca, Nayla after that. Okay, if we get later. Okay, let's go back. We're going back to Medina. We are getting the epoch. Yeah, my Prism Shard might be required. For now, what I'm going to do is... I have it all open. I am going to check... I'm going to do two things. I'm going to check the bridge, because I haven't yet. And I am going to activate the quest for Prism Shard. So let's do that. Let's use our speed tab and magic tabs, power tabs. Let's go. Also, okay, let's check. Oops, not here. We're going to check the bridge, and it could also be a randomized boss. So let's see. I talked to the Knight Captain already, so I just have to talk to the chef and wait. Okay, wait for the pipe down. What do you know? It has to go off before you head off and see your reward. Tricky choice. Tricky choice. I could continue. It would be a good idea. Could have been a good idea to do that, but I don't want to do it right now. Why? Because the other key item necessary for Lava's Go mode, which is Brimstone, it could be hidden behind the Moonstone, and that would be a very long way from where I am right now. So let's do the Sun Palace check, which is faster, and if let's check. Oh, I think I'm quite good in terms of I am going to equip the Sunshade. So I do have 40 MP on Luca, so I am going to use the Sunshade just so her flare is even more powerful. And I have 2 sunshades and 1 green dream. I am happy with my equipment. If we happen to... Ooh, Dalton Plus. Okay, Dalton Plus, let's stop. Dalton Plus is a very tricky fight because he will be countering with an AoE magic that's the opposite of the elements that you are using. So what I can do right now, as I see Dalton here, I can actually reset and rearrange my items so that I fight Dalton optimally. So what I'm going to do is I am going to rely on another tech. I am going to rely on Rock Throw because if I use Dark Matter, it's going to AoE lightning my party. I don't have 3 white males. I just have 1, so I don't think that's the good idea. If I used Flare, he would be countering with an AoE Ice. With the correct reset. Ice, and I don't have like blue males or any blue equipment right now. So what I'm going to do is I can't attack with lightning, so my black males will not help me. So I am going to equip a white vest here, and I am going to put the green dream on Ayla. Oh, sorry. The sunshades on Ayla so that my rock throw is better, and the green dream on Luca because I am going to use dark matter and that's going to kill Luca right away. So with a green dream she's going to revive and that should be great. And maybe Ayla will die as well, but we'll take care of that. Let's go. Oh, thank you, AzureCale. Yeah, attack with lightning, he counters with physical. But I don't have, I don't have lightning right now. So my strategy here is rock throw and... No. That's iron orb, that's all fine. So if I use dark matter right now, that's going to kill Ayla. That's not what we want. And that's a really powerful attack. Okay, that's fine. I am going to use rock throw once again because that's going to make him counter with an ice orb. And that's when I go and use my mid-tonic. Right now, this is when I use my dark matter. He's going to counter attack with lightning. Luca may die, but that's okay because she has a green dream. And I do have Ayla with a barrier because I used the magic wall on her. Fine, see, that's not bad. So what we can do right now is recover. Recover, and we can do this all over again. Recover, dark matter. Yeah, I am not too much worried about Luca at the moment because she's going to survive. Because we saw earlier that that is not enough to kill. So we keep on. Ouch. Yeah, that's why we kinda worry about this fight. Because Dalton Plus is strong. And he is... The fight can go bad sometimes. But then that's not too much to worry. Dark matter again. What else? Can we flare? I don't think flare would be a good idea. See? Good. Everything under control. No deaths. We survived. Aoham. Ice 2. 10k. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, that's ooh, Moonstone. Well, maybe it's going to be required. Maybe it's going to be required, and that's actually what I'm going to do right now because I do have the possibility to unlock both key items. So let's go and do that. Oh, I forgot to activate the quest. Oh, okay, never mind. Let's do that. Yeah, that's one of the things that we should be prepared for. Yeah, me stone, let's go. We can. The downside of doing Prism Shard is that we have to put Mon in the party, and I don't think she has any good decks at all. So, as I had not done the bridge, I have to go up here to talk to the king, and he is on his bed. Yeah, for the boss Randall, you have to know very well the boss scripts and how they will battle against your party. If you know your way around the bosses, it's generally about scaling. So the boss fights will go harder and harder through the seed, but you'll be stronger and stronger, which usually means that managing the fight well is enough. Okay, so what we're going to do right now, we do have dark matter and flare as options, so we can go either way. I am going with both, actually. The downside is that if we do need physical attacks, we won't have much. Yeah, so for example, we fought Lavos spawn early on. There is another possibility of getting fighting it again. So having a physical attacker might be good. So I think I'll put Ayla back on. On the other hand, if we keep just flare like Ayla, Luca, and Mon, we won't have the possibility to use Shadow. So if the boss is immune to fire, we would be in another bad situation. What are our options here? What would be, for example, let's think it through. We could face Yakra, that should be okay. Zombor, Hecarim, Retinite. So Retinite would be our big trouble here if we don't bring Ayla in for the party. That was a really low damage, Luca, really? That's what you get when you use your air gun. 1 hour in the sea. Okay. Sonic Arrow, that's actually good. A decent weapon for... Retinite would be our big issue here. Yakra 13 should be good. Slash as well. Slash as well because he resists. Ooh, clone. Okay, nice. So is there actually a chance of Terra Caves, Goblin, and Beast fight? No. No, actually no. That boss is not in the list. I am going to read as soon as I have some downtime in terms of actions and things going on in the seed. I am going to read the list of all the bosses that can appear. It is quite long, so that's why I haven't done this yet. So thinking about Red Knight, I guess it's a good idea to bring Ayla in, just so we have an option. And I guess we'll keep Luca actually, and we remove Mix, so let's do that. So Ayla in for Magus. We do have Flare. We do have Tab and Suit, so we're going to be better. Also, one of the things to note, it's quite tricky to use a weapon that can cast slow if she is not immune to status effects. She can get chaos and she can attack other party members and she can slow other party members, so you really don't want that. So make sure to have something to protect her against status effects, okay? So sunshades, and I'm actually going to put the sunshades on Luca as well. So we have a much more powerful. Yeah, should be good. Should be good. I don't have a bad weapon for Luca, that's bad. Blackmail for sure, just so we have some kind of protection in terms of elements, which should be good. And I'm going to heal Marley, just in case. Let's go. So this check right here, it's quite it's not very much rewarding in terms of experience points and tech points. I could have gone, for example, if I had gone to Genodome, I could beat Genodome and the enemies there because of Flare and Dark Matter, and it would have rewarded me way more in terms of tech points and experience points, but it would only reward me one key item. By doing the sequence of the Prism Shard and then the Moonstone, I am able to get 2 key items from it. Okay, Mother Brain. Not at all bad. So Mother Brain, yeah, Mother Brain, let's talk. Okay. Mother Brain, the idea here is to use something that can stop the monitors from healing Mother Brain. So if you have Hypno Wave, for example, it's ideal because the Hypno Wave will put the monitors to sleep, so you can just throw attacks. You can't rock throw Mother Brain, that's something. And we are going to rely on Cat Attack. Wow, unfortunately we can't use Flare, that's going to kill all the monitors, so I'm going just to keep using Cat Attack. Yeah, interesting, right? A line attack. We have to heal people. I don't have it. Oh no! Luca is chaos. That's not ideal. Okay, Luca, please don't die. So Mother Brain hit points isn't that all that high. So I am going to. Okay, I was going to Flare right away because Mother Brain, I mean, she has a very low amount of hit points. So yeah, thank you, 2000. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, haste help about 2000 health, which means that we could just go 1 or 2 cat attacks and 1 flare should do it. But either way, if you want a safer fight, make sure to use Hypno Wave and just keep using a single deck. Because if you miss the HP count and she survives your AoE that you thought it would kill Mother Brain, that might be very tricky to recover from, because Mother Brain will go wild on you. Oh, great. Yeah, we have to like be prepared to fight and know all the strategies against all the bosses, so just so you have like right in your pocket. Also, make sure to grab this power tab here. It's very fast. I am grabbing it right now because routing it in optimally. We have a quite good set of equipment right now, so I'm not going to check any other sealed chest. I could have gone for an extra sealed chest in the castle, which actually I forgot. I could have done that. That's okay. When you're talking to the king, to activate the prism shard after you have done the prison sequence, you can actually grab the sealed chest that's in between that, which is the after the third room after you go up. Okay, so I am in the future. I am going to put the moonstone, moonblizzard here. Let's go. Putting the moonstone in, and we are getting it in the future, so we can go back and finish this quest. Okay, so far I think it's going really well in terms of yeah, I can't complain. Good key items, a decent party. So it is actually quite a tricky and interesting spot to be on right now, because there's the option to keep Magus in the party for the remainder of the seed, or I could actually keep Molly in and unlock Antipode, haste and all that if I wanted. But we actually have to consider that we got a haste helm. Magus already has dark matter. We can keep Magus for now. Maybe we could actually go with Frog as well. Let's think about it. That's one of the things I do like to build upon after, I mean, when going places and not fighting anything, like thinking my body. That's when you have the opportunity to think about the seed overall. Yeah, the Girl Power team is very tempting. It's a sword piece, okay. It's a sword piece. We are actually one item away from any of the 3 go modes. We just need the Dreamstone, or we know where the Ruby Knife is. Not actually that we are one item away from that go mode, just that we know where. Oh, the Sunstone item, good call. There is a series of items that you can get from Taban. One of those is after you finish your thank you, AzureCale, look at that, the Prism Helm, which is amazing. After you finish your moon and done. Okay, let's stop for a moment and think about what we're going to do next. What do you think? Right now we have a lot of checks available. It's like Genodome. I mean, when I say a lot, I think it's like 4. Genodome, Reptite Lair, Dinadora Mountains. I could go and climb Dactyl Nest to see whether if it is Robo actually, so I could go and grab Robo and then go back to the past and finish the desert. That would take about 2 minutes to climb Dactyl Nest and about 4 minutes maybe. for the desert check, so that would be like 6 minutes. We also have Genodome, that would be more, about 10 maybe, 8, 10, depending if we get the Geno skip or not. And Mount Woe is also available, and Reptite Lair. So from all those, I think the fastest check right now would be Reptite Lair. So there is this option that you have to choose. It's like, do I go for the fastest check route, or do I go with the a gamble check route? Like we can actually do it this way if we want, or we can do it this way. So as I said, save. So I need to get my items back. So I am removing everything from on. Yeah. Okay, we could go back and put on good stuff. Prism Helm. Ooh. Haste Helm. So I can put on Haste Helm, the Rainbow Helm, Haste Helm Omegas. Maybe Haste Helm on Luca, actually. Prism Helm Omegas, Haste Helm, Prism Helm. Where's my Sunshades? Where are my Sunshades? Sunshades. Sunshades. Yeah, sounds good. Sunshades. Gimlet, Haste Helm, Prism Helm, Moon Armor, Blackmail, Titan Suit. Yeah, sounds good. Thank you, my buddy Cave, for the raise. We are playing Jets of Time, which is a randomizer for Chrono Trigger, and this is Camp Spekkio, a series of guided seeds and a guided seed that we are playing. Today we have a random boss seed. We are about halfway through, maybe more than that, but we are going and diving in Reptite Lair. It is another check. The idea here is to get a set of key items that are randomly placed in the game in specific spots that we go for, that we name checks. Specific places and dungeons that we can get items from, and the idea is to get a set of specific key items that will enable us to unlock the final dungeon. I am doing a lot of enemy skips. I do remember, you can run away from this. I do remember in week 1, Lord Betsy and Consumer Crisis mentioning how to do the skips in more details, as well a reference to the power tabs on Ayla for sure. Nice, nice, nice. Welcome in, welcome in. So, considering we have the possibility of a random boss here, if we need some extra firepower in terms of physical attacks, we can actually reset. If we don't, we do have a very powerful Dark Matter and Flare that might be enough. Could be enough. Okay. Let's see if it is Super Slash or Normal Slash, because if it is Super Slash, oh good. We can just Hypno Wave. As I said before, against Flea Plus and Super Slash, you can use status effects, and you can use Sleep or Stop, for example, from Boogie, and also from weapons. So if you attack with a weapon that can cast Slow, for example, Stop, for example, Siren, Molly's weapon, it is a good idea to use it against Super Slash and Flea Plus. So the strategy here is very simple. So I am going to rely on the fact that I can just use Rock Throw, Dark Matter, and then follow up, always following up with a Hypno Wave. Super Slash is going to counterattack, but we don't have to worry too much about it because we are going to follow up with Hypno Wave. That's going to give us time to recover. It's actually not needed, good. Charm, Fire, Mega Bomb. We don't see Fire 2 from Luca. And neither Trip. Okay, that was not worth it. Robo's Ribbon is Robo's Ribbon is well, actually what I'm going to do is I am going to check a triple tech rock right here, because considering we have Robo's Ribbon is a really powerful item for Robo, and a route here that we can use. Oh, it's the white rock. A strategy here that we can use, like taking advantage of this Robo's Ribbon drop. Robo's Ribbon will give Robo a +3 speed and the Sunshade effect. So we do have 2 Sunshades, and with the Robo's Ribbon we can actually have everyone with the Sunshade effect. So maybe if we find the Blue Rock, we can actually go Omega Flare team with this. So it's a strategy I like to keep in mind, because Omega Flare is one of the fastest and most optimal attacks to do huge amounts of damage if you have a strong accessory to boost your damage, like a lot of Sunshades, for example, or Prism Specs. Oops! Oops, I forgot to go down. This skip is quite tricky. You have to go down and then walk 2 pixels to the left. So I'll do it correctly, or try to do it correctly, the next one. As I mentioned before, if you want more details about the skips, there is a video guide that's linked in the wiki. So you go down here and you walk 2 pixels to the left. I think that was enough, but just to make sure, I like to pause buffer to help me count. Okay, that's Robo. Chrono is locked in Foxborough, and it would have been Robo here. So I don't need to put in Robo right now, but he's going to be needed to get the reward from the desert check, which is what I'm going to do next. As I said before, we had a lot of options. We could have gone Mount Woe, we could have gone Genodome. Maybe I am going either one of those, maybe Woe after this. So normally we would like to have Ice here, but this is a random boss, so we don't have to worry too much about it. We do have a good set of equipment. Just make sure everyone is healed up. Yes, I will use a shelter or not. Let's see, I don't have anything else to use. This is the second time I am entering the desert, so this fight is clear. Every chest is already looted, so don't have to worry. Okay, that's Yakra. Now we may actually have a chance to use Flare. with haste helms and sunshades. And usually I would prefer rock throw over cat attack because it's slightly more efficient and stronger. Yako 13, you don't have to worry too much about this fight unless you don't have a good set of equipment, defensive gear, because of this pattern. When you defeat Yakram, he is going to AoE attack you with physical attack, so make sure you have everyone healed up, just so at least one of your characters will be able to survive. And another thing, if you have Yako 13 in this spot, make sure everyone is alive if possible, just so you get the huge 4,000 experience points reward. Because if your character is dead after that AoE attack, you're not going to benefit from the attack points or the experience points. You do have to put Robo in your party. Doesn't have to be the first one, can be any position to activate the quest, and then you can hop on Epoch to go to the present and get your key item. There's a shop over here. I don't need to replenish. Oh, white mail. I think buying mails, like, I usually don't like to buy neither mails nor lapises because they are very expensive. And I usually like to keep my money for the very last new shop, which is usually the best shops in the game, usually. Okay, nice, awesome. So we just found the Dreamstone, which means actually the Prism Shard route was completely unnecessary. But oh well, what can we do? So now we can go back and get our Rook Knife. Is there, I would like to ask chat before we head into our go mode, if there is any other check that you would like to see that we haven't done. And if we have votes for our final party. Because right now we know where our go mode is. We are going to grab our ruby knife right here. That's going to take about 3-4 minutes. And we should be ready to dive in Tyrannal Lair. Looking forward to face Lavos by the end. So things to consider right now. Party. Final party, we have a lot of possibilities. We have everyone except for Chrono. I would bring in Luca because of A, tab and suit, B, flare, C, I already spent my speed tabs on her, and Ayla because I already used my power tabs on her, and there is a spot that's available. So we could go with Robo because of Robo's Robo. We could go. Also, make sure to charm Ozzy if you have the chance, because charm will count as an attack and it will reward you with an item. Even if it's not something exceptionally good, you can just set it. I think we can actually right now read the list of all the possible bosses that we can face and fight here. So again, Charming. Oh, oops. Oh well. Well, that's actually good. I am going to flare because I would like to charm Oz instead. And I misclicked my charm. But that's all fine. Because we got a barrier. That's also one of the things I like to think about. Don't put too much pressure on your mistakes throughout the seed because actually they can like benefit you. Oh, this is flea, normal flea, so I can't use a Hypno Wave right here. I don't have to worry too much about damage right now because this spot is not too much very threatening. Okay, see? Alright. Yeah, let's think it through and decide our final... Before that, we're going to get the reward from the bromide. Yeah, make sure to get your bromide because it gives you a set of tabs. See? Yeah. Oh, sure. Thank you, AzureCale. Yeah, we have a good set of tabs here. And yeah, I think that's it. Let's see. What shall we do? I do have a haste helm. I do have a haste helm on Luca, and she has a tab and suit. So I'm going to use my speed tab on Ayla and my power tabs on Ayla. Okay, we do have the possibility of changing our party right now, but I am going to change my party after the fight against Tyranno because I am going to make use of dark matter to do much more damage, and we are going to rely on Silver Stud and Sunshades, dark matter Sunshades for extra damage. So blackmail. Yeah, make sure to prepare and check if you're ready to fight. I think this is actually really good so far, no worries about it. We can put on the green dream on her. Let's go. Okay, we have the gate key, the dreamstone, and the ruby knife, and that's what we needed for Lavos go mode. And let's go. You can go straight up here. And there is a series of skips that will save you a lot of time here in Tyranno Lair, so make sure to check the video guides that's going to be linked in the wiki, in the Camp Spekkio page, to learn more about how to do every single skip. I am trying to focus on general logic and boss strategies for boss randomizer. Oh, I wish. Let's hopefully. And if you'd like to see any extra check that you haven't seen before, yeah, please feel free to ask and we'll do an extra visit. This is quite a, I would say like a normal seed. It's, you get the gate key or the pendant early on, you can unlock magic by about 35 minutes. You can get your go modes about 1 hour in. Here. Wait. Go. So here, there is an option to grab a lot of chests here. I am going to show it off because it's always good to have options to grab chests. So you go up like that, like diagonal, right and up, and you go left by the end to teleport here. You get this chest and you go down here, and you get up here. Oh, white mail. See, really good. White mail is going to help a lot against lavas. So you get this chest down here and another sunshade. That's triple sunshades. So for this screen, you go like this and you go down, and that's it. You go down right before the gate. Don't have to worry too much about the position when you go diagonal down. Is really important. So you have to line up with the large brick here, and you go down. I usually like to go up, align here and go up, and you hold A. This is a very tricky skip. Glad I could make it because sometimes I do miss it and it's not very consistent sometimes. You have to hold A as soon as you enter the door, just so you can skip that fight. If you can't skip, you can run away from that fight. So the good thing about boss randomizer is actually this. Sometimes you can see beforehand the boss that you're going to fight, and you can prepare beforehand, which is great. We are seeing right now that we're going to face Elder Spawn, Lava Spawn, or I think it's Elder Spawn because we fought Lava Spawn earlier, and we need to focus on single target damage. So Flare is not going to help, Dark Matter is not going to help, and we don't have many possibilities here, but we do have the sunshades all around, and we can use sunshades, and we can change the green dream to loot. So I think that's yeah, should be good. Do we have more options in terms of oh, 50? 89. Yeah, frog wouldn't help us much here, as you can see right now. It's only frog, scratch, cure, choose, lurk, and neither. Wow, mod really? Life 2, provoke, ice cure 2, and aura coming up. I mean, yeah. Robo with okay. Robo's in. Welcome in, Robo. Welcome in. Why Robo in? Well, because that's more firepower, single target damage for us. That's exactly what we need. That's why we have to think about the strategy beforehand and not go wild. I am going to protect, get attack. Yeah, having UZ punch here is awesome because that's a lot of single target damage. Healing up, making sure everyone is alive. Yeah, that's why we just put Robo in. You have to avoid hitting the shell, because if you hit the shell, and if you, for example, if you use an AoE to hit the shell, Lava Spawn is going to counterattack with well, see, that was shadow damage. See, very clean fight. He's going to counterattack with an AoE. That's a really powerful AoE. Boogie! And Beast DOS. Wow. Okay. Yeah, sometimes we miss the shelter spot. We can actually keep Robo. We can actually keep Robo. So right now, diagonal down, up and down. After you use diagonal down the very first time, I don't like to bring Robo in for this thing here, because sometimes he will just here what you can do when you're here and you go down and you leave this screen, you can hold diagonal down and left like this, and it will bring you to this spot here, and then you hold down an extra feet here, and then you can go up. So you don't have to worry too much about the alignment after you exit that area. You could have activated the save point. I usually try not to, because that's like 7 seconds that you spend on. We just saved before, and considering our situation right now, so we have to decide: should we keep? Maybe we keep. I want her to learn triple K. Oh, 4? Really? I want her to learn Fire 2. I want Layla to learn triple kick, so they are here to stay. Robo with heal beam, use a punch, and Robo tackle. That's a really good robo. That's it. We could go Vegas, but oh well. I guess with Boogie, that's another option that we're going to bring. So, Tyranno fights, magical attacks against Azala, that's about 2000 damage you need to... And meanwhile, we barrier people. I just have 2 barriers, that's not ideal, because I might need them. Yeah, Robo is bringing in a lot here to the table. So I have to wait. I have to wait for Tyranno to lower his defense. Right now, the idea here is to use our most damaging attacks. I don't have the silver stud on Luca, but we do have a few mid tonics, so we are going to use them as needed. The extra damage from the sunshades is really helpful here. We can't use rock throw, so we're going to stick with cat attack, and Uzi punch is really good because of the extra damage from the Robo's Ribbon, and with this flare it should be enough, maybe an extra cat attack or 2. So if you're not able to get if you're not able to get the damage in as needed, make sure to have everyone barriered with barriers and healed up. But considering the good set of tech points, items, and consumables, we were in a good spot to finish Tyranno before things went bad. Yeah, so the general idea for boss random is like know your strategies against the bosses, and also know the items that you have, know the tags that you have, the characters that you can swap in or out, save in multiple save points, and keep saving everywhere, and save before each dungeon. Like before entering the dungeon you save, and before the fight you save in another spot. After you finish Irano, you can just go straight away. You can use the portal inside the crater or hop on Epoch. Knowing the items though, that's why it's really good to just go here to the tech menu and look around, see what are your options to plan your fight. So, new shop, let's see. This is where you can get a, also you can do a check for a triple attack rock here. Really? I was going to say wonders about the new shop, and then we are rewarded with a full ether, a full tonic, and an amulet. That is disappointing to say the least. Really? How? It's like, really? We can buy a set of blue mails, that's not going to help too much. We can buy lapises, but oh well. I think we're keeping Robo actually. It's the no shop, no. Yeah, one of the things that I think it's like good to consider if you're facing exactly the iron really. If you're facing a situation like this, sometimes it's advisable to just maybe skip it or do a very fast, like selling the minimal and just like not bothering too much about it, because I mean, yes, sell. Yeah, should be good for. I do have one prism helm, moon armor, one prism helm, some shades, some amulets, Robo's ribbon. I guess I'll buy one more. We'll buy a bunch of those, and we'll buy a bunch of those. Yeah, we should be good. Why? Why would you need me? Make sure to get your speed tab over here. As you leave the screen, you're going to... if you leave it too early, it's going to stop the music. So make sure to wait an extra second or two, or make this your very final, your last visit. If you want to, like... there is the option to check like an extra, that's a water, wind, and fire. Water, wind, and fire. Water, wind, and fire. So you do like this, and you talk to this doll here, and you grab a rock. Unfortunately today it's not Omega Flare day, and we were rewarded with a gold rock. So let's keep moving on. I would advise only do this if you really plan to use the triple attack rock. If not, just don't bother. I think my menuing, my deception from that let's remove things from. Don't need to remove this. Don't need to remove this. Yeah, I guess green dream, sunshades. Do we have another? We have another sunshade. Haze helm. Prism helm. Oh, look at this. Ooh, very good. Blackmail. See, this equipment is quite good. I'm not happy with my robo weapon, but what can we do? There is always the possibility of going and bringing Magus back in. This is Nisbil 2. Nisbil 2, you can go and attack with lightning to reduce his defense, but you have to attack several times with lightning to reduce his defense by a lot. But we don't have lightning attacks. I don't have shock on Robo, for example, and that's what we have is flare. Fortunately, we do have a haste helm, and that is just what we need, because we can just power up Luca with all the ethers in the world and just play. If you have the possibility of using like super volts, luminaire, you can keep using those to reduce Nisbil's 2 defense. The difference between Nisbil 1 and Nisbil 2 in this aspect is that you do have to use your lightning spells a lot of times to reduce his defense to a decent level. And he got burned. If you have fire 2, fire wheel, fire, all the things. Fire all the attacks. We just unlocked fire tackle for blaze kick, fire wheel. Yeah, that would be great.
Alright, don't mind the screaming cat in the background. So, with the boss randomizer in the current version that we're playing, there are a few bosses that are always stationary. You'll always run into them where they were originally. You'll always run into the dragon tank in the prison. The Massa Moon twin form, when they're separate, you'll run into at the top of Denadoro before your boss after that will be randomized. The R-Series bot at the end of Factory is always going to be the R-Series. The Magus fight in Magus Castle will always be the Magus fight, as Batsy showed us in our last seed. It can be random. It sometimes usually just get Magus, but it can be a random character. It'll decide their ultimate technique. Azala and Rustirano, as Moon has showed us, is at the end of Tyranno Lair all the time. And then the last bosses, Lavos and all his parts, Queen Zeal and all her parts, the main machine are always stationary. The bosses that can be shuffled around at this time are Yakra, Guardian and its bits, Hekran, Zombor, Massa Moon combined form, Nisbel, Slash and Flea, Nisbel 2, Retinite, Golems, Gigagaya, Golem Boss, Dalton Plus, Yakra 13, Flea Plus, Super Slash, the Son of Sun fight. Atropos is added in, which you would not normally see in the regular Jets of Time randomizer. Mother Brain, Lavos Spawn. The Mega Mutant is a boss you'll also not see in a regular unrandomized boss Jets of Time seed, but we've added them back in. Gigagaya, or Giga Mutant, Terra Mutant, and Elder Lavos Spawn. The last bosses that we're about to see, the Twin Golem spot, which Moon's coming up to, is also going to be a twin of one of those bosses. So we'll be looking forward to seeing what that's going to be.
Thank you very much, AzureCale, for all the detailed description of all the bosses here. I am trying to search for a better weapon for Robo. That's why I am trying to get some extra chests here. There is a very good chest. Oh no, not very good. Oh well. Well, what can we do? Yeah, it is quite time consuming to get some extra chests here, so make sure you... Oh, there is a way to skip this fight. You just have to go aligned with the left edge of that small bridge. If you go aligned with the left edge, I think that's how you... As long as but Robo is like big. That's how you can keep that. Okay, we are approaching the grind spot here, and let's check our levels to see how much grinding is needed. We should be about level 23, 24, maybe. So let's double check that. 25. And I'm going to put on the silver studs on Luke, just so I don't have to spend too much MP. And I don't know if you noticed, but I haven't healed Ayla because we are going to use Dino Tail in the elevator. And we are going to rely on her health being lower than normal, so we can do more damage. I can already set my attack to be Dino Tail. We just learned Double V Bomb. That's another good attack, dual attack with Robo and Luca. It's quite a versatile attack. It's a positional based attack. For example here, if you place Robo third, so let's do that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it is quite a tricky dual attack to master all around. It's considering it's positional. So for example here, I can use Double V Bomb and attack them all only because I placed Robo third. So in other spots you may not be able to kill all the enemies. And it's quite a fast and efficient attack. So it doesn't consume a lot of MP as Flare. So it's a good option to grind as well. So the idea here is to grind a couple of levels just so we are powerful enough to face levels. So we don't want to go like really early on without our attacks, like unprepared. That's why we grind up a few levels here, but you also don't want to do like a huge amount of grinding because it's time consuming. And normally, if you're speedrunning or doing a race and all, you'd want a fast and optimal way to finish the seed. Laser spin. Let's check our levels. 28, 28. That should be enough. So I am going to do this very last one and we will be going down. If you want to push forward and try to save like more time, avoid grinding and go earlier than we normally go, you can, but it's riskier. Okay, I must admit this is actually the very first time I managed to do that skip. So here, for example, I can try and see if my Dino Tail damage is good, but I don't want to do that right now. because I want Ayla to lower her HP even more. So I am going to use the statue here to make sure she is that her HP is low enough. If you have a gold stud, you can just equip the gold stud and go. You don't have to worry too much about her HP. Let's see. Yeah, lower than 100 should be enough. And you don't want to go like to 1 HP because A, it takes more time. And let's check damage right now. That's awesome. Should be prepared. You don't want to go like to 1 HP because that's a very risky. She can't survive any attack at all. And it takes more time. If you have like prism specs or sunshades, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to equip the green dream just because that's going to enable me to make sure it should be ready. Okay, always remember to not heal Ayla. And considering we are playing Dino Tail strats, we can actually fight this very first encounter here. If you want some extra attacks and attack points, it's possible. If not, you can just run away. There is going to be, as AzureCale said, one final randomized boss spot. And it possibly might be like a mutant because we haven't seen mutants yet. Needs to be one golem boss. Atropos XR.
With the 3.2 boss randomizer now, it can be a repeat of the boss you've already faced.
Oh, thank you. So we can fight a repeated boss from the bosses that we have. Okay, so let's see what we have. Yeah, if you want to fight the first encounter as well, make sure to have more than 60 MP because that's 3 fights in the elevator plus the extra one before the elevator. Yeah, this is a tricky situation. If you have your characters with the same speed, it's not the ideal situation because sometimes one will start, sometimes the other will start if they have the same speed. You can actually like hold and smash A, and you can only do that if Ayla is your fastest character. So make sure to take a look at that before. So for this, keep here, you walk in, you walk like. Yeah, it needs more explanation than this, and make sure to check the guide that we have done specifically for this. It's not that simple to go through. Yes, yeah, that's one of the things also that I am using Robo with Ayla here, because with Boogie is a very good tech that can stop a lot of bosses all around. And ooh, AzureCale. Golems is one of the bosses that you can do that. So we do have a haste helm. We have a 14 speed Luca, a haste. we haste him. We can use the speed tab on Robo or on Luca. I'm going to put it on Robo. Magic tab Luca. Make sure my equipment is optimal for this. Sunshades. Zodiac Cape is better, but it doesn't offer you a dark damage protection. Mermaid Cap if you wanted some water resistance, but I do prefer the Rainbow Helm for the final lava fight. Haste Helm, Tab Suit, and a Silver Stud. I am going to swap a Green Dream for now. Robo's Ribbon, Prism Helm, Ruby Armor. I think it all looks good. Depending on the boss, we can reset. We know we have a white mail, a black mail, white vest, several other options to swap. We have a namelet, a silver stud, more sunshades, but we're not going to use that. We could actually go sunshade here as well. Okay. I saved before, let's see. Oh, also, I think I'm going to show off something. Here. So you saved and you walk in and you go. You can actually see what is going to be the boss before you engage in the fight, into the fight. So it's like we can see Nisbel's tail right there. And that's like, well, I need firepower, magic firepower, or lightning damage. So I don't need like the extra sunshades, for example, here on Ayla. I can swap in a green dream, for example. Haste, Helm, Tab and Seed and sunshades. That's perfect here. Yeah, sounds good. We do have shock, so we can use that. Yeah, we do have shock. That's yeah, interesting point. Let's go. We can't use Boogie to stop them. We don't know if it's Nisbo. Oh, Nisbo too. Okay. So yeah, this is a repeated boss. We can Fire Wheel, we can double V-Bomb, but that's not going to hit neither of them. We can Flare, which is, I think, the best strat here. We can use Shock. We can't use physical attacks. We can just rely on, that's 2.4. That's not bad. Considering Luca has the Haste Helm, I think it should be just enough using flares here. If we get into a situation that we need healing, like double dino, we can use Heal Beam. For example, here I can use the Heal Beam. Yeah, I am not going to use Heal Beam right away because I know their attacks won't be that much, that strong. So right now I think it's we're in a good spot to use Heal Beam. If you want, you can also Charm, I mean, why not? Oh, okay. I am going to try it one more time. Oh, really? Because we could definitely need a better weapon for Robo. Very unfortunate we are playing with a Megaton arm. Good, very good. Yeah, Nisbuild 2, the other option is, I mean, why I didn't use Shock? Because it would trigger them both to counterattack with AoE Lightning, and I didn't want two AoEs Lightning against me. That's why I opted to just stick to Flare, haste on, Should be good. Okay. We are getting ready to the final fight. We're at level 32, which gives us a nice spot to be on. We have Sunshade. So for the fight against Lavos 1, the ideal situation is that we have at least two people with status protection. So I am going to give status protection to Ayla. Where is Hamlet? And I'm going to give status protection to Robo as well. So Robo can keep the Prism Helm, the Ruby Armor. And I am going to give the Green Dream to Lucas, so just so I don't have to worry too much about her. Oh yes, hopefully we do get a good drop on Lavos 1 for Robo. Off Lavos 3. Yeah, wrapping it up, I think the message we haven't yet finished the seed, but we do have finished the sequence of random bosses throughout the seed for the checks that I've done. And yeah, the message is like, know your items, know your techs, your bosses. I mean, if you don't know how a boss script looks like, it's always good to search and get to know them more before the fight. Okay, so I can start off with a Blaze Kick, with a UV Punch. That's 3.2. That's 4.4. And obstacle is coming up right now. 7.6. 8.8. We are 3,200 damage away. Maybe that's going to kill Luca, but fortunately we do have the Green Dream. I don't think this heal is actually needed because we are going to use a Blaze Kick and that should be it. Because we were 3.2 away. Considering Lavos has like 2... Okay, good. 12,000. Make sure to count your damage. For example, that heal over there was not needed at all and that thumbs up, so you don't want to waste like 8 seconds here and there. So yeah, for Lavos 1, it's like you start with Lavos 1, the one we just fought against. He will start with the Destruction Rain from the Heavens, doing 150-ish damage, and then he will follow up with the Obstacle, that's a random status effect chosen, and then apply it to all your characters, but we did have... It was Sleep, so we don't have to worry too much about it, so we can remove this amulet right away. We can put on the Silver Stud on Ayla, just so... That's going to be... we can do more damage, or we can do more damage with Sunshades, or we can use the Silver Stud to cut MP use for our Blaze Kicks. Or we can just go full power Sunshades, and that's what I'm going to use right now. So Tabon Suit, I won't be removing this. I won't be removing the Haste Helm. That's Sleep, we don't have to worry too much. Status protection on Robo. We only have a Megaton arm, that's fine. What else to mention here? I think that I could go in and use a white mail against Lavos, but that's for Lavos phase 3. Of his pattern that he will use a lightning attack. One of the things I do like to use against Lavos phase 2 is the Green Dream, because even though I'm able to output more damage with the Sunshades, dual Sunshades here, it is quite possible that Luca might die from the boomerangs, and I don't want that to happen because that's going to put me far off finishing the arm. So the strategy here is to use the Green Dream just for this specific fight. And hopefully we get a better weapon for Robo when we defeat this boss. So, Lavos phase 2. Damage. That's what we want. We want damage to finish off the one of the arms before you get boomeranged to death. So, that's what we're going to do here. That's a Blaze Kick. If you can't output the damage necessary, make sure to heal. I know I am able to, so that's why I'm going full in here. Fine. If it's dead, it can't hurt me. Maybe we'll get nice. Obstacle, that's his leap. I am going to MB Ayla. That's Shadow's Lay, that's when I use a Lapis. I don't want to use a heal beam because, well, it takes more time. I am going to heal Luca, just so we don't have a damage penalty. So that's Flame Battle, Shadow's Lay, Flame Battle, and then the ultimate Shadow Dome Blaze. We have everyone with more than 4,000 health. That's Uzi Punch, Base Kick. We are looking to do 10,000 damage here. We might see... We are seeing Shadow Dome Blade here, but I don't think they will die from this. Good. Well, I have 14 Hyper Eaters, might as well use them. Okay, phase 2 is down. We now have the option to do the menu glitch in between Lavos phase 2 and 3. This menu glitch will allow us to enter the menu, although it was not the developers didn't plan this out, but there is an in-between phase where you can activate the menu and enter the menu, so you can change equipment, heal, and all. Okay, so as soon as the screen goes black, you can hold the menu item to enter the menu and heal everyone up. So that's what we are going to do right now. I could use heal from Robo, that's faster. And right now I am playing without the free menu glitch flag that we have, there is a possibility of a flag that was recently developed, just so it widens this the time frame that we have available to do this menu glitch. It is very tight, so it's a very tight window. Usually for races we are not playing with the free menu glitch on and for tournaments, most of the recent events, but we still don't know how as a community we are going to keep this, or if we're going to add the free menu glitch in, because it's quite tricky to get this as a new player, and if you're having issues you can save, like do a save stage to practice and all, until we decide as a community if it's going to if we're keeping this free menu glitch or not as a standard flag. Okay, so what do we have here? Should we change something? I mean, Sunshades, Green Dream, that's going to do about like maybe 4,000 damage to the center. We would really like to do 4,000 damage in turn 1 and then 4,000 damage to the center in turn 2, just so it will die, because it has like 8,000 health. And with the Green Dream, it's a good backup here. I could go all in with 2 Sunshades, but I don't think that's necessary. Yeah, sounds good. Status protection, I could use status protection on Luca as well. That would be another possibility. And yeah, sounds good. Mermaid cap, Ace Helm, sounds good to me. Let's go. Yeah, so Blaze kick the center. The idea here is to take the center. I forgot to MP Robo, really? That happens. A lot of things going on. That's 4,000 damage. And we want more. We want an extra 4,000. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, good. Yeah, considering there are a lot of scripts here for Lavos, this is a script where he will go straight to prehistory, where if you allow, he will use the Grand Stone, which is the ultimate physical attack. So if you're not able to do 8,000 damage in 2 turns, make sure to stop and use a shield on everyone. I am going to heal Ayla because we never know. I don't think I have an elixir, so let's do it this way. As soon as you finish and kill the center or the left bit, the right one will turn his defense off, and we can start dealing damage. We have to make sure we are targeting the correct one. I am going to MP Ayla after this. I don't think I have... No, I don't. I don't have an elixir. I don't have a mega elixir. I mean, my consumable situation is decent, but it's not optimal. Because an elixir would be really good. So I don't think I'll be able to do 20,000 damage to Lavos core, which is the right one. So I am going to kill the center again. That's going to require... That is 8,000 damage. And we have a Blaze Kick doing 4,000. That's quite enough. As long as Luca survives. Okay. That's center down. Luca being healed. And we carry on. We need to MP Ayla after this. We can continue attacking the core. We don't have to raise 4,000. We need to MP. So we had a lot of options in terms of items. For example, I could have used a silver stud on Ayla, and that would allow me to do 2 times more blade kicks than I'm doing right now without MP. Okay. And that's it. 1 extra Green Dream Dark Helm. We have finished the week 2. We have finished the week 2 of the Camp Spekkio series of guides and walkthrough seeds. I hope that was a good show off for the boss Randall flag. We tried to cover all the bosses that we fought. We tried to cover strategies and how the flag works. Thank you, AzureCale, for helping out. Thank you, Mian, for helping me do the restreaming on my end. Thank you very much, and for the tracking as well. Thank you everyone else involved, Betsy, everyone else, Pseudoark, AzureCale, and everyone that's watched. I hopefully it was a good. So we just have to remember how to finish this ending sequence. Talk to everyone. We don't have Chrono today, so we are going to see the ending where Chrono is not in the party for the final king. Yeah,
sorry, Moon. Now that this is done, we've posted the week 2 async on our Discord. If you want to participate in week 2's async, it will be not the same seed, but all the same flags that you saw today. Again, feel free to reach out to any of the camp counselors, camp trainers on the Discord, or anybody at all in the freshers room. This would also be a good time to talk about the extra credit seed this week, if you want to speak on that, Moon.
Yeah, sure. The idea for the extra credits this week is like having a harder challenge, how to get a harder seed, a harder challenge for Jets of Time. So we'll be playing. Can I say all the idea here? Yeah. Can we already
go ahead.
Okay.
For this week, we'll announce it.
Oh, nice. So the idea is like Wednesday at the same time, we are going to play a hard preset seed, which includes a lot of flags to make the seed harder, like harder enemies, worse loot, locked characters, which I'll explain better when we play the seed, and also some more difficulties to enhance, like boss scaling and all that. Yeah, I think it's going to be quite a interesting extra credit seed to go through. So if you have any questions, yeah, please feel free to share. I hope that this was a good showcase for boss Randall. There were some bosses. Obviously, we couldn't face all the bosses today, but there are a lot of other bosses that you can fight in the boss Randall seats, like Zombor. What were the ones that we did not find today? Zombor, Hekran, Red Knight, Mass Immune, Normal Slash, Atropos XR. What else? Normal Flea, we fought. Nisbel 1, Golden Boss, Rusty Tyranno. Golem, Giga Gaia, Giga Mutants, Mega Mutants, Terra Mutants. Yeah, mutants, a lot of bots. So that's why boss Randall is one of the most popular flags that we play with along as the normal race flags, because the amount of possibilities is enormous, and you have to be like very versatile in terms of your strategy to deal with any boss that can show up. Sometimes you might even be kind of locked in a seed, because you have to grind like a lot to unlock a magic attack. For example, in that situation where I fought, when I entered Cathedral, I had like 0 magical attacks. And if we faced a mutant, Giga Mutant or Terra Mutant, we would be in a really weird situation, because we wouldn't be able to finish due to not having any magical attacks. If we had like Tailspin, we could have used that. I don't remember if we had or not, but if we had Tailspin, that would be an option. But sometimes you are faced with this situation. For example, Frog and Mars there with a lot of healing tags, and the option is to like use the strategy that I said before, save before entering Cathedral. Maybe you don't want to run all the way back and the items are bad, and I mean the experience points are not worth it. You can just straight load your save and try something different without losing time. Any additional thoughts or comments, AzureCale?
No, as expected, a wonderful showing from one of our champions. Definitely enjoyed watching the seed.
I'm glad to be able to stream it.
Feel free to reach out to anybody in the Discord that's got that camp trainer role. If you have any questions regarding Camp Spekkio, check out the wiki, and then after you've checked out the wiki and joined the Discord, make sure you give moonblizzard a follow for more great content off this particular channel. And we will see everybody July 13th, Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Exactly. So yeah, wrapping up, Oz Randomizer is a very popular flag that we play in Jets of Time. It enables you to, add some even more randomness to the seed, just so you are faced with different challenges every time, like different bosses. Maybe you're not expecting a boss. For example, that fight against Fleet Plus in Arizona, that was quite scary. For example, we could have also Son of Sun. Yeah, I forgot to say about Son of Sun. We didn't fight Son of Sun today, but it could have been a possibility. Could have shown up. And that flare is also very challenging to deal with at lower levels if you're not prepared enough. And yeah, I thank you everyone. Thank you everyone. Thank you all the organizers, the camp trainers they're doing an awesome work to get this all done for you all. It is a great initiative by the Jets of Time community for you to learn and hop in to play more, gather, hang out, participate in the tournaments, in the pickup races, Thank you. Good luck. Yeah, thank you all. Good luck on your seats. Hopefully, if you have any questions after this, yeah, you can catch us in the Discord, and yeah. That's all. Let's appreciate too far away times, and we'll close off for today. Yeah, that's it. Thank you all again. See you all on Wednesday. Bye bye. Have a great week, everyone.